Welcome back to The Point After. I'm your host, Dan Layton, and for today's topics, we are discussing NBA MVP predictions and NBA Finals matchup predictions. Here with me today are Carter Gooley and Zach Soden. And Carter, we're going to kick it off with you. Who is your prediction for NBA MVP?
Yeah, my prediction for the MVP this year in the NBA is a guy on a new team, Damian Lillard. You know, he's been one of the best guards in the league for his pretty much his whole career. And he's been on Portland, who has been decent. They've been, top 3 once, top 4 a few times, and 5th. But they've never been in the top 2 contenders, which is where your MVPs come from. And now he's on a team with the Milwaukee Bucks that have Giannis, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis. And they can, be a 1 and 2 seed, and that can make him the in MVP contention because, he averages 25 plus points per game. He's a great playmaker, great defensively. That's my MVP prediction.
Well, see, now I have to disagree with you for a lot of the reasons you just said. Yes, he's going to be on a great team. Yes, he's going to be a top seed in the playoffs come the postseason time. But he's got too many weapons on that team. There's too many good players that they're going to spread the ball around with. So my opinion for the MVP is Luka Doncic. He's been an all-star 4 straight years, an all-NBA 4 straight years, averaged 32 points per game last year, is in a familiar system with not a lot of other weapons around him to take touches away from him.
Well, that allows teams to just double team him all the time and stop him from scoring. With these extra weapons like you mentioned and like I mentioned, they can spread the floor, and he's not going to be double teamed in clutch situations like he was in Portland. And he can actually, take those one-on-one matchups and take it to the basket and shoot it from outside. Where Luka, he's going to get double teamed, potentially even triple teamed. And Damian Lillard in the clutch has always been great, and he's been getting double teamed. So now he's just going to be even better in the clutch because he's going to have those one-on-one matchups because of all those people around him.
I mean, I think that could be the case, but Luka's going to thrive in that system. He averaged 32 points last year. I think he'd do it again this year, even still with the double teams.
Great points, gentlemen. We're going to stick it to the NBA. Zach, your NBA Finals predictions, who do you have?
So my NBA Finals predictions, I have the Phoenix Suns and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Phoenix Suns just picked up Kevin Durant. They look great. Durant's been to the finals before. He's won a finals MVP before. This is a Suns team that has been one step away, and I think they look really good to get there this year. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're young, but they've got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, and they have a lot of key pieces that I think can help them, depth-wise, beat the other teams in the East.
So you're telling me that the Phoenix Suns are going to beat the reigning champs to go to the finals. They're going to beat a team with Jokic and Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Aaron Gordon. They're retaining their starting 5. And also in the East, the Cavs, this young team that really, Donovan Mitchell is really like their only actually good player. They're going to beat a team like the Bucks that have Dame, that have Giannis, that have Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, one of the best defenders in the league. They don't stand a chance against them. It's going to be the Bucks versus the Nuggets again, and the Nuggets are going to go back to it. And, they just have some of the best players in the league. There's no way Phoenix and Cleveland are going to go to the finals.
Well, I think it's interesting you just pick the 2 favorites. You make it really easy. When instead you can look at a team like the Suns and say, they're hungry. They haven't done it. They want to get there. They don't have players with rings outside of Durant. Whereas the Nuggets, what incentive do they have to go back? They won it last year. They've proven themselves to be a good team. Why do they need to prove it again?
Because that was their first championship ever, and the goal is always to win. They have to go back-to-back if they want to be regarded as an actual kind of dynasty, because right now they're just looked at as a team that, went one and done, and they have, a one-time MVP. But, Giannis needs to prove something because everybody keeps saying that he can't keep winning it, and that was a fluke season for his championship. So he needs to go back to the finals to be able to get that extra ring.
Always a fun time with you guys on. I want to special thanks to Zach Soden and Carter Gooley for joining us today. I'm Dan Layton. This has been The Point After. We will see you tomorrow night.